if you've been paying attention to a lot of Dodge news and on social media and things like that, you see almost monthly, weekly, or even more often than that people with these cars end up getting them stolen. YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. New viewers, please go ahead and do me a huge favor right now. Go ahead and get locked in to be a part of the family. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, and drop some comments below as I'm going through the video. For all my returning viewers, I want to appreciate all the support that you've given me on the channel. I appreciate you liking, commenting, and sharing the videos out. That does not go unnoticed. Appreciate all you guys doing that. So let's get into today's video. See, we out here, right outside of Charlotte, you know. If you're from Charlotte, you know the location, right? You see the thumbnail, you see the title. No clickbait or cap on this channel, man. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to waste my time. I'm gonna give you exactly what you're clicking on, so you don't have to worry about clickbait on this channel. So, an article from, I think it's dodgeforum.com. I'll link the description. I'll link the article in the description below. They went through 5 things that can help improve the Hellcat on the next generation. I went through those 5 things. A lot of things can be helpful for all the model challenges, but they talk only specifically to the Hellcat. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through those 5 things. I'm gonna let you know my thoughts on them. And and I'm gonna see if they're good or not. So let's get into it. We already know the Dodge Hellcat, the Hellcat Challenger and the Charger, they are crazy machines, crazy vehicles. Not a lot of vehicles out there on the market are competing with these vehicles. Got the most horsepower, of course. They always advertise that. They originally came out in 2015. At that time, a lot of other manufacturers, they wasn't putting that much horsepower in a car you can go down to the dealership and buy. We're talking a 6.2 liter V8, supercharged, huge brakes, and the cars are roomy and comfortable. Where you can drive them on long drives, but they're also versatile enough we can take them to the track and make it do what it do, right? So one of the things they said that needs to improve, or they should be thinking about improving to make the Hellcat even better on the next model, the first thing is an improved backup camera. Now personally on my car, I don't have a backup camera, but I'm in a lot of forums. I see a lot of people complain about the quality of the backup cameras, how the cameras sometimes go out, you can't see that well. My wife, she has a BMW X1 that has a backup camera. I feel like the backup camera works pretty well in that. But the backup camera on these cars can be improved some. And if you're gonna pay $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 for a car, you definitely want your backup camera to be up to par. Like I said, I don't have personal experiences with it, but I've heard enough complaints about it where that could be a great improvement if Dodge is looking to make the Hellcat even better. So the first thing is gonna be the backup camera. Number 2, the second thing, and this one I agree fully with, improved anti-theft system for these cars. Like I said, you're paying $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 for these cars, and if you've been paying attention to a lot of Dodge news and on social media and things like that, you see almost monthly, weekly, or even more often than that people with these cars end up getting them stolen, and it gets stolen a lot. The cars are pretty easy to steal, and the parts on them are worth a lot on the aftermarket market, right? They're worth a lot. So people are taking chances, stealing these cars, stripping them down and reselling the parts on them. But the anti-theft in the car doesn't really do its job since the cars are being stolen so easy. You see people jump in the sunroof and push the cars out and things of that nature. Even though Chrysler, the whole FCA line, they do have something in the Uconnect where you can put some kind of tracking device in it, a lot of people don't opt into that for whatever reason. Now what happens is with these cars being stolen, even if you are very careful with your car, that's going to impact you as well, because you go out and buy this car and it's one of the most stolen cars out there. Your insurance is going to be a little bit higher because of the fact that you simply own this car and it has a high chance of being stolen. So in order to combat that, what Dodge should do or should look into doing is to somehow make the anti-theft system on them better, so that way the people that buy these type of cars, not just the Hellcats, not just the Hellcats, but the Scat Packs, the RTs, and all of that, you can make insurance a little bit lower because they know the cars have better anti-theft devices in it. So that would be a huge improvement on these cars. Like I said, spending almost $90,000 for a car like this, and it gets stolen easy. I'm telling you, that's just a recipe to raise up everyone's insurance. And these insurance companies are out to make money. Regardless how it does protect you, they're trying to make money in the end as well. So of course they're gonna raise those insurance rates and it's going to impact you whether you are at risk of getting your car stolen or not. You're still going to be impacted. So that's number 2. Number 3 that they list: driver controlled electric exhaust. Right now, I think ever since 2016, if I'm not mistaken, 2017, any V8 car that Dodge puts out with the Challenger or Charger model, of course, it has something called active exhaust. The active exhaust, however, you don't have full control over it as you would think. You can open up the valves if you put it in sport mode or track mode or something like that. Other than that, you really don't have control on it. If you hit the gas really hard, it opens up that way and stuff like that. But you really can't do anything like that. With Mustangs and Camaros, they have a button they can hit and just open the valves when they feel like it. They don't have to put it in a special mode for the exhaust to open up. Granted, the modes will open up the exhaust, but they can just hit it with a button and the exhaust opens up. You can't do that on these cars just yet, but if they do, which they probably will come out with a new gen Hellcat, that would be a great addition. I fully agree with that. Putting in the active exhaust will be, not active exhaust, but the driver controlled exhaust will be great. That's number 3. This one I kind of don't agree with. So I'm gonna let you know what it is and I'm gonna talk through it. Mopar performance upgrades for the Hellcats. To give you some idea what they're talking about, they're talking about you taking your car, you want to make more horsepower with it, you take it to the dealership, and they'll do some kind of upgrades to your car that will increase the horsepower. While doing that, it will keep your warranty, so that way you don't lose your warranty by modding your car, which I know a lot of people, they do get Hellcats, they do go and model, make them faster and all that type of stuff, but it does void your warranty. Now, if the warranty means a lot to you, then you probably don't want to do it, and you're kind of hurt by that because like, dang, I want to make my car faster, even though it's already pretty fast, but I don't want to hurt the warranty because these cars are expensive to fix, especially you got pushing that much horsepower and you break something, you got to come out of pocket for all of that. I don't agree with letting Dodge control having performance upgrades, because first thing it's going to happen, already with these cars, you got to get an unlocked computer to even tune the car off gate. And if you are familiar with the Corvette, the new Corvettes, the C8s, these cars have been out for a few months and no one's been able to unlock the computer to mod them and make them faster. I mean, granted, they're adding stuff to it, but they can't crack into the engine to make it faster. They can't tune it. And that could be a whole huge downside on the aftermarket scene, right? Especially in racing. Like, you wanna mod your car, make it faster, you won't be able to do it because your computer's locked. And that could be a byproduct of allowing Dodge or Mopar to control the performance upgrades. They'll lock the computers down so hard that you can't get into it to mod it, and you'll have no choice but to go through Dodge to upgrade the horsepower. You're like, that's not a bad thing, but here's the issue with that. Mopar already has some sort of performance packages upgrades, right? If you're familiar with Scat Pack pages, the Scat Pack stages, I should say, where you have like a stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, where you can put on your car, you keep the warranty, and it ups the horsepower. The good thing is you keep the warranty. The bad thing is the gains and how much you're paying are crazy. Like for like a 25 horsepower gain, you're gonna be paying like $2,000-$3,000 for a small gain. You take $2,000-$3,000 somewhere else, you're gonna get way more than 25 horsepower. I mean, the horsepower gain isn't worth the amount of money they're gonna be charging for it. So that's the bad thing if Mopar or Dodge starts, offering that. They're gonna lock down the computers even more, where no one can break them. They're gonna force you to go through the dealership, and they're gonna charge you, out the what to make your car faster. And that's gonna suck, man. That's gonna suck, man, because from then, a lot of people that can mod them, it's gonna shrink that whole pool down of people that can mod their cars and kind of close that off for a lot of people. And then that may cause people to jump ship because you're not able to mod your car for racing and things like that, which I know a lot of people may go to the drag strip or whatever. But if your computer's locked down and you can't get into it, make it faster, people are like, you know what, this platform ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna go elsewhere. Right now, out of the big 3, Dodge, Ford, and Mustang, Dodge, Ford, and Chevy, Dodge is the only one that has a locked computer. If you have a Ford Mustang, you can just hook something up to it, tune it, more horsepower off the gate. Same with Chevy. Hook something up to it, tune it, more horsepower. You can't do that with this car. You're already, with 2015s and up, you're already spending almost like $1,000 just to get to a point where you can tune it. Well, $1,000 will include the tune, but you see what I'm saying? You gotta spend more money just to do better. So on number 5, I don't really agree. I hope they don't do that, because like I said, these cars are already hard enough to mod. We don't need another hoop to jump through to be able to, you know, give us a chance to mod these cars. Granted, I know mine isn't tuned or anything like that, but still, I don't want it to happen. That would kill Dodge's car scene, especially in the aftermarket department. That is going to wrap up today's video. Let me know what you think. Do you think do you agree with me on some of the things that they should do to make this thing better? Do you disagree? What other things that I did not talk about that you feel Dodge needs to do to make these cars better? I know people want to say tires and things like that, but what else is out there that Dodge can do to make the next gen Hellcat or even all their cars better? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Appreciate you clicking on it and spending some time with me. We are out. Cut it.